Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Monday, October 20th, 2025. A Yucca Valley man was arrested on suspicion of raping a minor more than 2 years ago. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department was investigating the rape of a minor that occurred in June 2023 that was recently reported by the victim. As part of that investigation, the suspect, Luis Avila Valdez, a 36-year-old resident of Yucca Valley, turned himself in at the sheriff's headquarters in San Bernardino. The sheriff's department did not provide additional information about the incident as the case remains under investigation. Luis Avila Valdez was arrested for charges related to the rape of a child under the age of 10 years old and is being held at the West Valley Detention Center on $1 million bail. Locals, artists, and visitors gathered on Saturday in Joshua Tree as part of the nationwide No Kings demonstrations. They gathered at the corner of 29 Palms Highway and Park Boulevard. The crowd was colorful, peaceful, and determined. Reporter Hillary Sloan was there and joins us with her report from the event.
By late morning, both sides of Highway 62 were filled with protesters waving flags and holding handmade signs. People moved back and forth across the street, cheering and greeting friends and neighbors. Protest leaders with bullhorns chanted slogans like, "Who loves America?" The crowd responded, "We love America." Passing cars and trucks honked in support, and the sounds of drums, chants, and laughter carried through Joshua Tree's main intersection. Despite the heat, the atmosphere stayed upbeat and cooperative. Kathy Lang, wearing a bright orange safety vest, volunteered to help keep things orderly.
My name's Kathy Lang. I got an email that indicated they needed what they call orange shirts for safety, or streetwalkers to pass out literature about staying safe and knowing our rights. So I decided, well, this time I'll help this way.
Behind the scenes, the well-organized network of volunteer safety captains worked closely with the national organizers to ensure everyone stayed hydrated and well-informed. One team leader described their efforts as a blend of national strategy and local care. One woman in an orange safety vest said they had online training earlier in the week, then met in town to go over the safety plan. They discussed how to respond to emergencies, heat, and traffic. Nearby, artist and activist Sant Khalsa wore a whimsical pig hat, its felt wings fluttering in the breeze. The message was, "When pigs can fly." She said the hats were meant to send a message that no one should fear the protesters. Michael, a former Mojave Desert Land Trust public engagement director, said the protests are about something larger than politics.
Ravaging of our American culture, our California culture, which is founded in, civil rights, civil liberties for everyone. As a brown person who's also gay, I feel threatened, and I'm here to be counted.
By noon, the desert sun was high, but people stayed in costumes and waved signs that read democracy is not a spectator sport and no kings, just people. No counter-protesters appeared, and the main intersection of Joshua Tree was filled instead with chanting, color, and calls for unity. At 1 o'clock, the crowd began to thin, but a sense of connection remained. Joshua Tree's participation was a reminder that national movements can take root even in small towns. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
Yucca Valley has some current and proposed construction projects that will receive updates at tomorrow's Yucca Valley Town Council meeting at 5 p.m. Online news editor Robert Hayden picks it up from here.
On the agenda for Tuesday's Yucca Valley Town Council meeting, the intersection of Yucca Mesa and Buena Vista will be getting some improvements with an expected $420,000 project that will award 2 construction contracts. The council will also review the 2025 California building codes as well as get a quarterly update on the construction of the Yucca Valley Aquatic Recreation Center. They'll also hear updates on next month's Yucca Valley Film Festival and the proposed design of the planned West Entrance Monument signage. We'll also have a look at the council's delayed approval of a Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Commissioner. Councilmember Lombardo's previous pick was in advance due to some council members' concerns of a planning commission conflict, and the council is expected to either reconsider the candidate or receive a new one. And after future agenda items, the council is expected to hear an update on the Animal Shelter Committee, which didn't hold a meeting last week. You can attend in person at the Yucca Valley Community Center this Tuesday at 5 p.m., or you can attend remotely. We'll have a link to the agenda along with remote viewing instructions at our website, Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
The 29 Palms Planning Commission meets tomorrow at 5 p.m. Annalise Kuiper has a look at their agenda.
A public hearing will be held regarding the development of a 30-unit project on a 10-acre parcel on Amboy Road in 29 Palms. Western Home Builders submitted an application on behalf of Azure Printed Homes for the development of a resort containing 30 3D printed units. The property has a general plan and zoning designation of commercial tourist on the south half of the property and residential single family on the northern half. The project is proposed to comprise 30 200-square-foot units, 2 community buildings, a covered patio, and a pool and spa area. City staff is requesting clarification from the Planning Commission as to whether a smog check station should be classified as, quote, auto repair minor, end quote, and thus prohibited, in which case the Community Development Director could determine that the smog check facility would not be allowed on the proposed property, located on the southeast corner of Highway 62 and Adobe Road. The meeting is on Tuesday, October 21st, and begins at 5 p.m. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Annalise Kuiper.
A free shower and hygiene event is happening in 29 Palms this morning. Free showers, clothes, snacks, and laundry services will be provided by the Morongo Basin Shower Project, hosted by the Starlight Hotel. The event is a partnership with the Community Action Partnership of San Bernardino County, Reach Out, and Reach Out Morongo Basin. The event runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. today at the Starlight Hotel, located at 7182 29 Palms Highway in 29 Palms. A shuttle will be heading to the event every 10 minutes from Wingin' It. San Bernardino County recognized as a finalist and honoree for the 2025 Distinguished Man of the Year Award, Aaron Spear, at their annual ceremony. Spear serves as the Recreation Superintendent. The honor recognizes exemplary men across the district. Born and raised in 29 Palms, Spear's journey in public service began more than 20 years ago. From his early roles as a recreation coordinator, lifeguard, and day camp instructor to leadership positions in Big Bear, Joshua Tree, and now Bloomington, Spear has dedicated his career to building programs and spaces that bring people together. Vice Chair of the County Board of Supervisors, Joe Baca Jr., said, quote, Aaron is a great advocate for the community of Bloomington and for all the residents he serves. The Desert Theater League hosted their annual Desert Star Awards presentation last night. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas shares our local theater winners.
The Desert Theater League hosted their 37th annual Desert Star Awards presentation on Sunday, October 19th at Sun City Palm Desert. With a capacity house, awards recognizing outstanding performances during the 2024-25 theater season amongst dozens of local theater companies were awarded. Theater 29 took home 7 awards, including Best Supporting Actor in a Musical Youth Theater to Eli Young for Seussical the Musical Jr. In the musical category, Best Musical Director went to Bianca Stoker, Best Lead Actress went to Annalisa Pilecki, and Best Supporting Actress to Kat Christine for The Sound of Music. Best Lead Female Performer in a Cabaret went to Jasmine Schaefer for Musical Mischief. Technical categories gave Best Costume Design to Cindy Dagneau, as well as Liam Kieran and Ava Roberts for Best Hair and Makeup Design for Seussical the Musical Jr. Inspiration's Edge debut production of Lake Company earned a tie for Best Drama, Best Director for Leon McNeltier, and Best Lead Actress for Rebecca McWilliams. Thought Theater's Veronica Alcantara brought home a Best Lead Actress Staged Reading Trophy for The Mountaintop, while Joshua Tree Theater's Under the Stars production of Waiting for Godot earned a Best Lead Actor in a Drama win for Chris Fleischman. Congratulations to all winners and nominees on a great season of live theater. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Arts and Entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, the 29 Palms High School girls varsity tennis team hosted Coachella Valley High School on Thursday. The Lady Cats lost 8-10. In singles action, Aviana Lipkins won 2 of her sets, while Katie Luke won 1 of her sets. Zamie Abrile won 1 of her sets. In doubles action, the team of Amara Banerjee and Sofia Contreras swept all 3 of their sets, while the team of Mary Harris and Michaela Lohman-Rangel won 1. The Lady Cats finished their season 7-7. They travel to India for individual finals on Wednesday and Thursday. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News. I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.